Welcome back to MPA Production stream. I am the guild leader of the music production arena community. It's a live stream we do Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern. Work on collab projects with the community. I invite you to join us on the community music production arena Discord. You can find it wherever you're watching this live. We're live on Twitch, YouTube, D Live, and BandLab. Should be a Discord link on each of those platforms. All right. Today I'm starting with a little track, a little loop. I'm gonna create about 8 loops. I'm doing it in 80 beats per minute, 160 beats per minute. F sharp minor. Hey, Alpha J. If anyone was watching a minute ago, my internet went down. That's what happened to the stream, but I came back for a second try. You never know what's going to happen here. Hey, Fox in the chat, Alpha J in the chat. I'm creating a loop to upload to BandLab. And we're going to create it in 80 beats per minute. I'm trying to remember if that's what I decided. I believe so. I've even got a drum beat here going. So let me jump back over to this room. It's the purple room. That's the drum beat I started with. All right, so now I'm thinking, what is the next thing I want to add? Something simple, because I want to take my time with this one. So let me think here. Actually, stay in that same app. I'll just mute it. Let me go to this app. Wait for the downbeat. 1, 2. F sharp minor. It did not record it for some reason. What did I do? I tried to capture the recording. I must have hit the wrong button, but we'll try again. Oh, I did. I hit the very last button here, and it's not looping on that. It's only 1 bar, 2 bar, 4 bar. We're gonna try something like that again. I'm gonna keep it more simple this time. 3, 4. Did it record it this time, hopefully? It looks like it did. Alright, it's on this track. I'm gonna take a low pass filter. Actually, I'm gonna go high pass filter on this one. I'm just gonna run a high pass filter over it to lighten it up a little. All right, so I just like imprinted that high pass basically on top of it. I'm gonna clear that out and see if I can come up with something on my own. Gonna change the key of this phone to F sharp minor. Gotta find a better patch. I don't know what that loud noise was. What is that? I'm gonna add some like low pass, I guess, to that. Reverb. Where is my low pass? Fox of Galaxy says they've uploaded 2 things in the drive. An ID and a sample. We're going to check those out in here a little bit. Also coming up on the MPA Production stream, going to be, after uploading these samples that I'm working on here to the band lab, we're going to jump over to check out some of Fox of Galaxy samples, some stuff Alpha J sent me. Also going to start working on show off the splitter chord track. If you really want to get a sneak hear it now, just jump back to yesterday's stream. I got it sounding interesting. I think it sounds neat. I've never made splitter chord before, but I started messing around with all the samples that I had from Reba and others. And I got this really neat, I think it's going to be the basically idea of the track. Yeah. So we'll go over that here in a little while. Today's stream got started later because of some technical difficulties, but as soon as I feel like I got a nice riff here, we'll jump over and do that. What did I just come up with? That was like really hype. I don't know if it really fits the track. So let me see. Let me hit play here. I'm gonna add like a reverb to that. That other thing that's ticking away needs to be lowered, I guess. I'm gonna add a reverb to that lead synth. Gotta hit it fast. I'm always scared I'm gonna miss it. Really, the trick with inlets is just hit it right on beat. If you're trying to loop something and you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, you just hit it on the next one beat. It'll loop what you're looking for. 2, 3, 4, loop. It'll loop the last 4 bars, 8 bars, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna take that little ticky. I'm gonna run an effect on this so it fades out a little. I'm gonna try high pass again. I'll just turn it down low in the mix. Now let's add something to this bass to make it fit a little better. It is a crazy sound. That other sound. I'm just cutting off a little bit of the low end on the bass, so the kick drum and stuff might punch through a little bit. Now this lead synth, we gotta do something with it. Low pass. Cutting off some of the highs on that lead stuff. I accidentally cut off the first half of that loop. Oh well. I'm not sure about that lead thing. So I'm gonna keep it muted for a second and let's add something else. I'm gonna go to blocks waves. Set this on F sharp minor and jump over to something else. When's the last time I've used this? I need to expand my library. I didn't mean to capture the whole loop, but I'm gonna leave that in there. I'm gonna run a low pass on that. I pretty much low passed everything. Add some reverb. I'm gonna read what Fox said there real quick. Fox says 3 interesting apps that I might have to explore: Spotify Kids, Spotify, and Soundtrap. Okay, I do want to explore Soundtrap. Anchor. So Spotify bought Anchor. It's Anchor, the podcast maker. I didn't know Anchor was by Spotify. It might have got picked up, Silicon Valley. Spotify Kids. I could be relevant for a friend of mine that makes kids music and stuff. I'm glad you said that. I have a meeting with her later, and she does kids stuff. And I was going to talk NFTs with her. She was going to tell me about her projects. I'll mention that to her. And then Soundtrap. I've heard about that. Is that on the right? Is that building a lot of hype lately? And what is good about Soundtrap versus some other ones? I want to explore a lot of the fresh apps themselves as they come out, because you never know where and who you're going to meet going around these new apps popping up. Some of them have been around for a while, but they just take a few years before they actually gain traction. Songtrap's been around for a minute, it seems like. Soundtrap has samples and sounds stuff for trading. Presets and samples. I got a new app. I just haven't figured it out yet. It's an old app, but it's new to me. Sampler. It's locked to 80 beats per minute. Let's see though. Let me see if I can load a... I think I'm gonna wait to use this app. I'm gonna wait to use that app. I'm gonna wait to use that new app I just got. It's called Sampler. I haven't quite figured it out. I don't want to sit here and tinker around right now with it. Let's add a couple other little things. I want to add something else on the keys. And I want to add maybe some stabs or something. I gotta remember what that bass line is, and it's like... Problem with me is I play by ear, but if I think about it, it's hard for me. If I don't think about it, it's easy. So I have this weird problem where I can't think about what I'm doing. Because if I think about it, I mess up, and I keep second guessing what I'm trying to do. If I don't think about it, subconsciously, I hit the right notes. I'm gonna add more reverb to the vocals. Just trying to think of what I want to keep and what I want to delete and what I want to change. That bass line is pretty generic, ultimately. gonna get rid of that main first lead we started, even though it was nice. I kind of messed it up when I cut out off the loop earlier. And I'm gonna keep. I'll keep the bass line, but I want to add something to it, maybe. And I want to add more effects to the vocals. Get them more unique. So I'm gonna grab the vocals. I'm gonna go to one of my favorite effects on Endless, which is called Buzz. No, I'm not gonna do Buzz. Actually, I want to go to this one called Go To. I just wanted the second half. I don't like that one. Hey, let me pause this for a second. We're almost done with this. I'm going to figure out a good closing point on this riff that I like. We're going to jump over to the computer, but right now I'm going to jump over here. So Jellybeanator in the chat, likely going to go for ooh, parking fees. But this I was talking about. Oh, I was wondering at first. I was like, "Wait a minute, is this?" I can't remember. At first, I was reading something. And I totally thought you were actually referring to something else we were talking to, and I was like, "Wait a minute, I forgot." And then I go, "Oh, okay." I don't feel so bad because like it was some totally different subject. Anyways, good to see you, Jellybean. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, no bueno. You have all rights to be irked and vent. Find a place to vent. Just working on a riff here. 80 beats per minute. Real chill jam for the most part with this beat. And I'm just coming up with some new loops. I have a whole bunch of other loops I've already added here, but I'm just not liking them. Like usually the first couple loops, I'll pick like one of them, and then a couple of them I give up on by the end of the riff, and I go back and replace those. Like right now, I got this lead right over here. I think I'm gonna get rid of this lead by turning it down. And then there's this lead here. I'm gonna turn that down. Actually, you mute them. Mute them. So we got a few tracks here. The bass line's really generic. Let's try to make it a little different. Let me go to the bass. Why doesn't it have? Oh, okay. Guess I did. Well, I'm not gonna loop that. I wish the beginning of that caught the whole thing. That was weird. That's good enough. I'll just leave it like that. Kind of a weird. I like that groove, but it doesn't start right when you think it would. but it might make the track very unique. Foxy Galaxy already says I'm deleting 2 of the 3 apps. Foxy Galaxy was exploring some Spotify apps and he's decided 2 of them are not what he's looking for. So I was checking out Spotify Green Room, and unfortunately, you know how I made a music production arena page for Spotify Green Room, but unfortunately, they said that it has to be your personal name. It has to be your real name. They said you can't use something that's not your real name. I don't know. They were picky about it. So, I mean, they didn't get on to me because I guess they didn't notice it or whatever, but I didn't want to put any effort to the music production arena page. But if you look on Green Room, somewhere it says there, you'll see what I'm talking about. They want you to use your real name on Green Room, kind of like Facebook. Anyways, so I couldn't think of a good reason to use it for the community either. Although at first, if I could use the community page, I would come up with a reason. But just using my personal page, couldn't think of a way. Spotify's coming out with a lot of apps. You know what I would like to see Spotify do is definitely. I wish they had their own way to upload. Instead of going through other people like Amuse and DistroKid and TuneCore and all those other ones, it'd be nice if you could go straight into Spotify. And they talked about doing that once. They wanted to do that, and then they canceled the plan for some reason. I don't remember why, but a few years back, it seems like they were talking about doing that. Anchor, because I don't start when I start. Anchor is a cool one. I've never used it myself, but I sent to every single person that tells me they want to start a podcast. My way of like kind of teasing them, because you know how a lot of people like say they want to do something but they just don't. My way of always teasing my friends is like, oh, here's an app to get you started. I'm like, did you start that podcast? Yeah, I'm waiting for your first episode. Just playing. If I can motivate anyone to do their project, that's what I'm here for. So do not take it personally if I asked you about a project you mentioned you might wanted to do. Anyways, I do have a lot of friends that want to be stand-up comedians and podcasters or both, or other forms of art. And all you can really do to motivate someone these days is just do your own thing. Sometimes it motivates people to do something too. Yeah. I want to do a podcast, but it's kind of, I'm not going to, I wanted to do a podcast before I started doing the live stream, but now the live stream is like pretty much good enough for me. It is like my podcast in a way, but if I ever do any other style podcast, I don't know. I don't think I have enough to talk about just straight for a regular podcast, but I do like these style of streams. That's for sure. What time is it? I mess around with this for another 15-20 minutes, try to get this sounding right, and then I'm gonna jump over to the computer. We're gonna mess with the splitter chord track. We're gonna check out some samples from Foxy Galaxy and from Alpha J and anyone else that's part of the collabs that wants to send me some samples real quick. Jelly Bean says I feel very attacked. No, you inspired me lately. You showed me some projects, Jelly Bean that inspired me and motivated me, so quite the opposite. I'm getting a drink of water. I have it where I can walk around my room now and kind of yell at the microphone. Anyways, what's this loop sounding like? Let's see. See, the thing is, there's a lot of elements in here, and while I'm working on the riff, I get tired of hearing certain elements of it because they've been playing too long. Now, when you put these loops into a song, of course, you would arrange it in a way that none of the loops played for too long, so I can hear how all these would work in a full track. So I'm like, okay, these all work together. They probably work for a track. But then if I just leave them all looping, certain loops will get too repetitive. And you're like, okay, is it a bad loop or is it just too repetitive right now? It's not that it's a bad loop. It's just that you're playing it too much and I have to like mute it and turn it down. But by the end, I'm going to turn up all the faders and try to get a set of these loops that work good together. Yesterday, if you're wondering about, if you were here yesterday, yesterday's loop, I didn't finish it. I passed it back over to someone else that was in that jam room with me, that Endless studio room. The Boundless from the Endless community was in that room also. So basically passing it back over to them, see if they want to add something. Then once I get something nice, I'm going to see if they want to upload it as a collab riffs. The Endless, I can't say what the news is right now. All I can really say, there is some good news coming for Endless. People might right now look at it as, oh, I can't use Endless. don't have it on my platform or whatever. I do know that they just finally released another version of beta, the open beta on Windows. And I can't say this because honestly I don't know exactly what it is, but I do know there's some news coming about the overall like price or something of it. So I don't know exactly what it is. Jelly Beanator says, what I had to offer for this project ended up boring, silly vocal samples. I didn't want to waste your time to take advantage of your kindness. I'm more inspired by people just creating art and doing things that you don't normally do. You know, you get all these people, and for good reason or whatever, but you know, we've gone through this phase of like the glam and stuff phases in and out. You know, you get back to what's popular is real people in normal clothes in their bedroom with their guitar showing you that they got a talent, or singing or dancing, just really like natural. But I've always had a place in my artistic heart for the show, the lights, the makeup, the big, you know, big theatrical show. You know, you're trying to put on a show. Anyways, I've always found that, you know, a lot of people want to do things, and a lot of people will learn how to play the guitar, they'll learn how to play the piano, and they got a little talent. But really what makes an artist, it's the full package. You got to have the image, you got to have the video, you got to have the motivation to make projects and create content every day. You have to have all that. And so when I see you creating those videos and showing me stuff, it's just inspiring. Like, okay, cool. Like, you know, what big project, more advanced, like editing style project am I neglecting myself? I have a lot of video editing I need to learn. Lots of water. Maybe if I drink a lot of water at one time, I won't feel so thirsty in the end of it. Okay, play this one more time. I'm going to think about what to add. Gotta keep that weird bubbly stuff really low in the mix. I have an idea. Making room for my idea to come out into. Looking for kind of like a stab thing. Oh yeah, we need to get a note kit. We used this one the other day. right, the vocals have got to go through some more layers of crazy effects. Maybe delay. I want to pitch them down. Let's pitch them down. Down an octave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't think that last little part was necessary, but I added it anyway. Those turntables scratching. Maybe some more. We've already got vocal chops. Let's see what they sound like together. We'll save those. Did I capture that or did I miss it? I think I missed it. We gotta do something with the bass. All right, what can we do with the bass? I'm gonna click it. I'm gonna go to the effects. I'm gonna look through here. Ripper. I don't know what the Ripper does. Let's go to ring mod. I did something with the ring mod on that bass. Totally changed the vibe of it. Let's... I almost just want to try a new bass. Just want to try a new bass. That's some deep subs right there. Do you have headphones on or a speaker? There's some deep subs right there. Let's try some other stuff. That one's aggressive. We're gonna go find a bass somewhere else. Going through random patterns. Go to another preset. The sound is weak. All right, the sound is weak. I'm not seeing a detune. Where is my detune? Detune. How to detune this synth? Okay, let's see where we're at. Almost done with this thing, but having fun here. Let me try to find a detune for this. I don't like the way this sounds. Is there like a high pass happening here? Let's see. Yeah. I have a ring mod. I thought it was a low pass. Gotta get back to my low pass. Box of Galaxy asks, should I start promoting on Spotify? Yes, you should. I think you should. I'm gonna start doing Spotify playlists for the community, and I know I say that all the time, but when I say I'm gonna start something, I mean I'm gonna do it eventually. I think we got this riff. In the bottom right of the screen is a link tree address to preset_studios. That's these public rooms I'm actually jamming in now. So anyone that does have Endless Studio, feel free to jump into any of the 6 rooms you'll find on that link tree. So the vocals don't really match. I want to put the vocals at the same time as that lead, basically. So if I was to arrange this into a track, I would put the vocals at one part, and then I'd put that lead at another part. Kinda. So they all still belong together, but I think I'm gonna render the loop out without the vocals, probably. Or maybe I'll do a really longer riff, half of it with vocals, half without. I might just upload it like that. Alright. Jump over to my other desk. All right, move my chair over. Just switching locations, turning off my keyboard, turning off the Mac, Endless Studio, turning off, moving my phone over here. Got that there. I've been building up my Spotify, but slowly with just extra tracks. You know, I don't want to just upload anything to Spotify. Like Spotify, I feel like you should upload like your favorite stuff or whatever, your best stuff, maybe. Just maybe. We don't want to flood and saturate the Spotify stuff, even though they put all this other, I think all of us indie artists going in without labels and are like our own little, I still feel like they section us off, kind of. Who knows? All right. All right. I'm gonna have to be right back thing while I'm getting ready here for the second half of the MPA production stream. We're gonna work on collabs. I'm excited to show this splitter chord track where I left it off. All right. So if you're just tuning in, the MPA production stream, we are working on community collabs daily. I just got done creating a bunch of loops I'm going to upload to the Music Production Arena Band Lab page. I'm going to upload that riff into MPA Studio B, one of the bands that I've created over there. Someone was asking if I was a boy or a girl because of the live stream. They know that I'm a boy now, I suppose. Deep voice. Deep. I try to talk deep. Someone, Connor's asking. Connor was laughing at me. All right, so BandLab page. If you're watching from BandLab and you want to engage with the chat more, it's easier for me to talk to the chat through the Restream.io chat app that I use. And the thing about that is if you talk through Twitch or YouTube or even DLive, it'll pop up here with all these other chats. And I love answering questions and engaging with the chat. BandLab is it's on its own separate thing because of the way it's a custom server I have to stream to. So I'll check it from time to time. But if you really want to say something to me, you can either message me on Discord, Guild 1000, just DM me, or jump over to Twitch or YouTube and follow there and talk on the chat over there. I appreciate everyone tuning in while we work on music. Everything I do here on the streams is, again, all about community collabs. Here's a list of a bunch of riffs I've created already. And that one I just created, I'll listen to in a little bit again. And probably upload it and mix it afterwards and post it for anyone that wants it. Just check back here. It's the MPA Studio B. You can download those samples or any of the samples I've already released. If you join the band, you click on projects. You You'll see the list of samples we have here. That one I just did is going to be 80 beats per minute F sharp minor. I'll just put today's date on it and post it up there. All right, our other big project, MPA community collabs, ongoing community collab projects. We have a lot of samples collected from a lot of our members. I added all those samples to a big library on the Google Drive, and now we've been creating tracks using samples from those packs. We just finished track titled Pulse. It's basically done. I want to spend a little time alone with it, finish it off, listen to it on some other speakers, and I'm going to upload that to BandLab. That'd be our 9th collab. That'll be up on BandLab, and once I do get that upload, there'll be a link there for it and all that stuff. And you can collab, you can download the samples, you can do whatever you want with that. As far as it's I mean, you can do whatever you want with it, but if you want to get involved, you know, the funnest thing to do is to just call it a collab, call it a remix, call it something, give everyone credit that's part of it originally. And that's the community side of this whole project. And this is the current collab. This one's interesting to me because it's not like our other collabs, and for 2 reasons. One reason it's not like our other collab because I don't think we've ever done a song. I know we haven't never done a song at 630 beats per minute, 315. It's a splitter core, first attempt. It's also weird because Reba seems to have a lot of I listened to the statements Reba says about the track, because this track was started by Reba, basically, with the samples that Reba sent me. And they know a lot more about splittercore than I do, of course. So I'm just taking the samples, and along with Xandit samples and Deity samples, Subluxa samples, Insky samples, and I'm just trying to make a track that I would consider a neat, interesting track at 630 beats per minute. But Reba, I think, wants it to be a little more pure. I feel Reba wants me to make a more pure splittercore track. I don't know if she's holding me to that standard, but I'm definitely going to try my hardest. Reba sent me a link on Discord. I'm not going to listen to it here because of copyright, but I'll show it what it is. And I checked it out. It's a really cool track. I like what I've come up with so far, honestly, using Reba's samples. Go here to Reba. This track here, if anyone wants to look it up, Speedcore Wonderland. The Speedcore track that Reba sent me to kind of give an example. She also Reba also sent over some other samples for us to check out and use. We're gonna check those out. We're gonna check out Alpha J samples, Fox Galaxy samples, and then we're gonna get into working on the splittercore track. Invite everyone that's a music producer to join us on our Discord, Music Production Arena Discord. You'll see a link wherever you're watching this. I finally got this figured out up here. Thanks to Radium and Lindo and Blayhub and Diana for all the help they do. You can give me I don't know why I wasn't doing this already, but anyways, you can create events over here, and the events will let people know happening now. It's really nice, an extra way to let people know the events are happening. And then I've already scheduled the next 2 events too, so I'll try to keep like 3 events, 2 or 3 events scheduled at all times, just for the collabs. I mean, for the live stream daily. So just there's that. Anyways, if you just recently joined, give it like a day or so. They'll switch your role from newcomer to member, and you'll have access to all the channels there. Regarding the MPA Producer Battle 11, we're redoing something. We're going to make it better. I'm going to do something different. I think I might experiment with some kind of battle using these 3 tracks that was submitted here. So Bluxa submitted a track, and Deity submitted a track, and Xandit submitted a track. I'm going to take those 3 tracks, and maybe I'll use those as kind of like a, come up with some like one-on-one battle, and then like put the 3 people up against each other and do a series of one-on-one battles and see, you kind of have the victory and do a 1st, 2nd, 3rd place. It's a really small event, something creative. I don't know. I'll thinking of something. No one else submitted, so it is what it is. We got to find a better way to promote, and we got to find some more incentives for people to join our producer battle. But anyways, we had a producer battle happening, but I canceled it basically. Hey, look, I'm live on the event stage. Exit quietly. All right. And we have some other things planned. Of course, we always have things planned for the community. If we're not doing one thing, of course, we're always doing the live stream daily. So we're always doing something. But I want to do more when I have the time. I want to do other events for sure. So thanks everyone for joining our Discord. Again, you'll find a link wherever you're watching it. Current collab. Okay, first of all, let me download some of these samples. We're gonna list some samples. We got Fox Galaxy sent over some stuff. Alpha J sent some stuff. I was saying it. Then we're going to jump over to Reba samples because Reba samples sent some more stuff for the current collab that we're working on. If anyone else wants to send me samples for it, again, it's 630 beats per minute, C sharp minor, and you really got to think 630 beats per minute and listen to some speed chord, splitter chord tracks, get an idea of really what makes it good. Fox Guy says I really haven't pushed my Spotify. We're going to start promoting our Spotify more. This MPA Music Production Arena playlist. So we're going to playlist. We have already been playlisting, of course, on our SoundCloud, and I'm trying to spruce that up with better artwork and everything like that, and continue to find members' music that post on SoundCloud. But I think more and more every day people are going to be posting on Spotify, and it's eventually going to be the main place. Prediction that it's ultimately going to be, the replacement. No, I'm not going to say replacement of SoundCloud. SoundCloud will always be its own thing, but at some point when everyone just says no, I mean, it's like you're going to find my stuff on Spotify first instead of sending SoundCloud links, which I love SoundCloud, don't get me wrong. But anyways, Spotify gets more popular, more easy for people to upload every day. People are figuring out how to build their Spotify for Artists app profile page, Apple Music for artists, YouTube topic page, all those other pages. People are figuring it out, and it just feels a lot cooler to show people a Spotify page when you're showing someone that doesn't know. You're like, hey, I make music. And they're like, where do I hear it? SoundCloud's cool and all if they know about SoundCloud, but it's so much easier and better to say people, oh, you just find me anywhere you find music. Apple Music, Spotify, whatever you choose, and have your music everywhere. It's just so much better. It's a better look, And but SoundCloud, I have a special place in my heart forever. I'd like to see a big SoundCloud come back. They had a big EDM time. They had a big hip hop time. They still have they end up kind of curate. SoundCloud's neat because they basically had they had a lot to do with the whole emo rap movement and everything, I think. Yeah, so I'm gonna download these projects. I'm gonna open up FL Studio. Going to start with Alpha J samples. Alpha J sent me a couple projects. They're not samples. These are just some demos that we're going to use for collabs. So we've got Alpha J bass one shot. Alpha J bass loop meow. Alpha J 140 BPM wave effect thingy. Synth pad. Dry arps. You get copyright for humming songs that we don't own. I have songs in my head at all times is the problem, and they're just random, and they're not all necessarily the music I listen to. All right, going to downloads. These are the samples Alpha J just sent me. Let's check them out first, and then I'll move them over to the right folder. Loop theory. Let me open up the other chat, by the way. Let me see. View, docs, yeah. That, and over here. Fox was saying, just learned something from Dr. Ozzy. I'm not familiar, or maybe I am. Loop theory to get out of writer's block. I have to look into that. That sounds familiar, loop theory. There's some other There's another neat website or something. It's like something a certain, like I don't know, some random number of ideas to get out of for producers. I can't even remember. I'm butchering it, but it's, you could Google the phrase like, you know, a list of ideas for producers to get out of writer's block or whatever. But anyways, I've heard a lot of people reference it on different podcasts. So evidently there are a lot of good ideas. Me and I have to check out what loop theory is. One of the best ways, if you're just trying to come up with ideas, random ideas that you just can't think of ideas, is just to have a big list of ideas to look at, because then all of a sudden you'll remember something. You're like, oh yeah, I've been meaning to try that. And then trying a random idea that you've never done before or technique just sends you down a rabbit hole. And then sometimes when you get those happy little accidents that happen when you try something and you're like, whoa, that actually sounds really neat, you just get that producer mind kicks in. You're like, wow, if that was in a track, if that was in my track, I'd be known for this neat little thing and all that stuff. And then you just get excited about it, and that will get someone out of writer's block for sure. These days I have a hard time getting in writer's block because of all the random generators, chord generators, melody generators, and samples that you just always end up hearing something that I just go, okay, I want to make a track with this, and whatever. Got a stack of, you're just tuning in, we got a stack of Alpha J samples we're going to check out. Going to use some of these for the collab projects we're working on. Maybe the one we're currently working on, or maybe the next one. But listen to what we've got. That's nice. I bet we can make use of that right away. I can stretch that around. I can make it really fast, or I can just leave it as, you know. So if you divide 630 beats per minute in half, you get 315, and if you divide that in half, you get 57.5. So something like that. Let's do that right. 57 point. Anyways, no, 157.5. 157.5. 157. All right. Anyways, you can leave a sample around that BPM, whatever, dividing it, and then chop it up and make it fit to 630 as stabs and loops. You don't have to stretch it all the way up to really fast and really short. Alpha J, you with us still, by the way? I know Alpha J goes to bed here, and it's always very late for them. But if you're still with us, Alpha J, what did you use to make those two synths? Those are really nice. Very nice. Got an impact sample, color-based style stuff. Whoa. I want to know how you made that and how original that is, because if it's original, you got a track right there that you need to finish and put out. That's a pretty good starting point for a track right there. how I was just talking a second ago about hearing something that just motivates you and gets you out of writer block. If I heard that right there, I would, and I could use it in the track, I would immediately have a bunch of ideas that I didn't have before hearing that. Hey, yo, I need to run to the restroom. I'll be right back. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I'll let y'all listen to this track on loop for a second. I'm back. Left my door open for a little bit to let the room cool off. It's really hot in here. It didn't really help. So these are a bunch of samples Alpha J sent. We're going to use them in some of the collabs. We'll probably dive back into some of those just in a little bit. Maybe try to fit them into the splitter core track. Let's go listen to what Fox the Galaxy sent. All right, Fox Galaxy sent a couple things, an ID and also something else I forget already. Fox Galaxy, listen to once. I've listened to those once and twice before. Try it yourself. Navigate. Lead me to the sample box. Are you still here? Lost box. New. Always look silly just going through all these, because I mean, new bug IDs right here. Try it yourself. I'm going to listen to Try It Yourself. Here we go. It says try it, so I want to try it. Try it yourself. All right. That's cool. I definitely haven't heard that, so I'm glad I listened to it. Now, where's your ID? Those say I've already... These other ones say I've already listened to them. Let's see. All right, Fox, I'll wait for you to come back. You let me know what I'm supposed to be listening to. Let's go. I'm going to make sure I have Reba samples. Let me go back to the Discord real quick. Jump over here to Reba. Although I still don't know the feel I want the track to have. I already downloaded that one, I think. Have you thought that just maybe this was... Reba has no faith in me making a splitter chord track. All I can really say about that is this: it doesn't matter if it's a success or not. When you create a track, it's always a good idea. It's never a mistake to try to create a track. And it doesn't have to be a perfect splitter chord track. Art is art. Don't let anyone ever control your art. Reba's not here, but I'm trying to like chastise Reba. I'm like, Reba, if you scroll back to this and happen to watch the replay of this, Reba's mentioned a couple times they're worried about the splitter chord track. Reba, you let me know when you tap out. Reba, when you tap out, just let me know. Fox says new fog IDs. It's easy alarm. Fog's like, I thought I already heard that. Okay, let's go back. Close that. Fox Galaxy Pack. IDs. Fox Galaxy. All right, we're listening to an ID from Fox. Hey, that was really cool. Some of the sounds were a little, just, they could be a little polished, a little smoother, maybe with some kind of like phase effect or saturation here or there or whatever. But I mean, that's just subjective. Sounds pretty much fine the way it is. Some of that fuzz distortion bass in there that might be coming from, I don't know what it's coming from. It might be the 808 layer that you have going on, the bass layer a lot of those sound really nice, don't get me wrong. In fact, the more I listen to it, definitely wouldn't want you to change it too much, but you can smooth it out a little. It's very nice. All right, let's go. You let me know what we're going to do with that. You let me know when you release something on Spotify, Fox. We need to add it to the... So this is the plan anyways. I've already planned it. January. We're going to start in January. That's been the plan all along for a few months now. So if people go to the SoundCloud page, Music Production Arena SoundCloud page, you're going to see... you're going to see our playlist that we do there. Fox is saying, yeah, it was a remix of the official Italy EAS alarm. We're gonna go here to playlist. You'll see our stack of playlists. Two things are gonna happen in January. I'm gonna start the new year of community sport playlist. It's gonna give us our second year because we go back starting in January here. January 2021, we've done a playlist every month. I'm going to go through these playlists. I'm going to clean them out. I'm going to clean out anyone because the first few playlists have members that aren't really members because they never followed us back and we haven't talked to them in for years. So I'm going to clean up these playlists. I want to make sure all the members are active. Active as in they're just following us and posting music. I mean, you're already active because if you're on these playlists because all this music came from this year, 2021. Also, all these artists are members that follow the SoundCloud playlist. That's what I mean by active. You post music and you follow us on Music Production Arena SoundCloud. I listen to your music, I repost it, create playlists. So two things are going to happen. We're going to start the new playlist and I'm going to create new artwork that's actually better than all this artwork. So I'm going to update all the artwork. We're going to have better artwork for next season. For one. The second thing is we're going to start creating playlists on Spotify. Not Splice. Spotify. We're going to start creating playlists on Spotify, the Music Production Arena, curators. Curators of music production. We have this, a link to this somewhere. I'm thinking where I can find it. You have an account. Yes, but I don't want to log in right now. Okay, so another way I can find this, I'm just go to Armino. I haven't been here in a minute. I mean, I do log in on the phone every day, but I haven't been on the desktop right now. Sign in. I'm looking for the link to our Spotify to see if we still have it. Let's go with Guild Leader. Scroll down through here. Music Production Arena Spotify. We did build up quite the list of people that were members. Again, I got to see who's following us back and who's not. I like to put our attention and focus on members that following us, you know, so we're not just spreading ourselves too thin. Okay, come on. Where's the Spotify? Oh, well. Okay, well, I'll find it another way. I mean, I'll show you. I do have another way of finding it, but let me see here. So you got, we're going to be next year, starting January, we're going to be creating a new playlist every month still. And we're going to have another playlist on Spotify. So if you're a member, if you're uploading your stuff to Spotify, make sure we know and we're following you and posting your stuff in the Discord, your links to your Spotify so I can find it. Let's see if I have a playlist here. I think I might have the MPA Community Sport playlist somewhere here. Sorry, I'm like, for some reason, not just going straight to like music production. Music production. Yeah. Okay, more about that later. We do have a page where I create playlists. I'm just not finding it right now, and I'm not really thinking of the best way to do it. I just got to remember my email and password, which I don't do right now. I'll do that later. But next year, starting January, we're going to be doing community sport playlists on Spotify. Fox Galaxy brought that up and stuff, so I just want to let everyone know. So continue to post your music on SoundCloud. Follow us back on SoundCloud. We'll repost on SoundCloud, but we're also going to be doing it on Spotify. And these are promo channels. Over time, I'm going to look for the best music I can find within the community. Right now, it's kind of a collection of all the music from the members. I just really want to give everybody I want everyone to see who else is in the community posting music, and the best way to do that is to repost and playlist. And as we get more members and more activity and better music, we're going to start making the playlist better and better, curate, have our own little, not record label, but promo, community support, promo channel here on SoundCloud and Spotify. All right. And Fox is sending one more sample for us to listen to. That also reminds me, I need to make sure I have all that Reba stuff. Start with this one. Reba thinks this might be a mistake for us to be attempting to split our core. What is this file? Weird. Initializing. I thought that said installing. I'm like, installing what? Gotta upload. Alright, we'll get that one. This one. Yeah, I think those were the samples we were after. Go look here. Process kick, dry kick, speed core melody. Just MIDI. MIDI. Looks like we might have a melody for our split a chord track. Fox says, I think the YouTube chat is broken. Test on YouTube. Let me pull up it on my phone. Okay, so logging in as going to the live stream. Oh wow, rotated it. Yeah, the YouTube chat is not working for some reason. YouTube doesn't seem to be online. I wonder for how long YouTube has been off. All right. So what we'll do about that is let's go back to Restream.io, see if we can restart that. It says it's online, it's just not connected for some reason. All right, if you're watching on YouTube and you're trying to chat, sorry, it seems to be broken right now. Just jump over to Twitch or DLive. Okay, so maybe I have all these downloads now from Reba. Not seeing them all, but maybe this is all of them. Okay, we got pattern and melody. We've got melody. This is titled. The MIDI file for that. We have a dry kick F. Process kick. Fox Galaxy says that app that got everyone sponsoring it and it still dies. Which app are you talking about? Restream? I never saw Restream being sponsored by other people, but it's always been pretty stable for me. Now, I wish it was more affordable for me. Breaking my bank right now. Just playing. I'm not gonna complain. It's been really nice multicasting over to BandLab, and I'm gonna ahead and pay another $20 to restream more over there multicasting. But we got a plan. Got a plan to make some money to pay for a year of it. I think it's gonna be worth it. And if you pay for a year of it in advance, you save a little bit of money. Eli. Ready to see BandLab live stream get more popular, more stable, and they get more streaming tools over there. That'd be nice. I'll go to BandLab. One of the best streams on here is this guy here, Inbox 360. But it's just he doesn't do music production online. I haven't seen him do it yet. Anyways, he listens to tracks, stuff like that. But it's could be some honest feedback or some crucial feedback. Sometimes I've noticed, but it's still good. Support all the streamers over here because I want to see this platform take off. And anyways, we're streaming here on BandLab. If you didn't know, BandLab had live streaming. Now you do. If you are watching on BandLab and you want to engage with the chat more, just jump over on Twitch. Talk from there. All right, let's go listen to what we got here. We've got a few more samples from Reba. This is a pattern and melody. Interesting. Interesting is what I would say about it. It's the first word that comes to my mind. Take that for what you think it might mean. A lot of people say interesting when it's like, can't think of anything else to say. I enjoy all the sounds. It's very creative. I enjoy it as a piece of art. I love just sound design. But I mean, there's nothing bad to say about it other than, you know, of course, not a lot of people listen to this style of music. I mean, I can think of a lot of things I would want to do to it to give it more energy. Right. I mean, I could think of a lot of things to do to it to give it more energy. Different directions I would take it in. I would let a lot of that stuff that was a little like avant-garde style stuff have its part in the song, but then I would take it to other places that kind of like made you almost go think about what just happened, and then that stuff comes back and stuff. I don't know. I would take it. I like it. So that's a pattern and melody. This next one is melody, 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 melody. I love that kind of sound design right there. Just good distortion that's not like digitally distorting the speakers in a bad way. That sounds really smooth right there. Yeah. You just, when you add a sound like that to a mix, you just make sure it has plenty of room because it has resonant frequencies. But on its own, the resonant frequencies don't hurt the speakers. They're fine. It's real smooth. But if you were to stack that up with other frequencies in that same spot, it would overload real quick. So you just add that to the mix by cutting a big hole in all the other stuff pretty much. You can sidechain it with other things. But you just want that to shine through the mix because it's really nice distortion and it's full sound for the most part. You can layer some really nice bright stuff on top, but like some really high frequencies, and just cut all this stuff out of that. But I like it. Make a great intro, breakdown. Make a theme, really good theme for a movie even, or a scene in a movie. I'm gonna play it from back here. I'm not talking over the whole thing. want to use that for the current collab. We're just gonna that's the chromatic style scale. We're just gonna figure out what the very like the overall like tone out. I mean the like tonic style. All the words. I just want to make sure I'm not saying the wrong word, so I got to say all the words. You know, gotta find the root, note, chord, key of that. Even if it's chromatic, you gotta find the home base. Gotta find home base. Fox Galaxy says, all right, no more IDs for the rest of the year or the first quarter. Did you send me another sample to listen to? What's the title? I forgot if we already listened to it or not. Did you send me something? No. Oh, we got a couple more kicks here. These actually have the low end, I think, in them. These the other day Reba sent some kicks and it didn't have the low end, I think. That one does, and I like that. I could do a lot with that. Yeah, we can use these right away. Just like, hey, Untitled. Thanks for stopping by. We're gonna be working here for another hour, I think. We're gonna be working on the splitter core track again. Yeah, this long kick. But what I like about these long kicks, this style of long kicks, is you can stretch them really easy and get some nice sounds. I'm always doing this with Reba's kicks. Oh. So you know you just grab the paintbrush and just go by. And then let's actually just make the short. That's not fast enough. So we're gonna be working again today on that splitter chord track, and I gotta keep thinking high tempos. High tempos. That needs to be tighter. It's still on stretch, so that's good. So let's actually leave it like that. Turn off stretch. We'll cut those in half. Duplicate. That sub's really low, but we can pitch it up. Cut the first one off, make room for this other little thing here. You take this, run it through here, throw some distortion on it of some kind. Why not? This little sub drum. That was such a letdown. All right, I could have done some other stuff. All right, let's go back over to the track. What else do we have here? Did I miss any of the samples? Spinning chord process, dry, kick, melody, pattern, dry. Reba, I don't know if I missed anything, but I'm excited. Let's jump back over to y'all let me know if I'm forgetting something that I said I was going to do. Fox, if you sent me another track, let me know and tell me what the name of it is. I've done forgot if I listened to it already. But, and Diety, if you got anything you want to listen to, feel free to send it. All right, I am going to jump back over to our splitter chord track. You were here yesterday, if you caught any of the streams that we did yesterday. We did an extra long stream yesterday. I was working on this. I like what I did with it, but I want Reba. I want to catch Reba on a day that she can help guide me through what she has in mind for it. Splitter chord. We're working with anywhere from 315 BPMs, 630 BPMs on this track. It's supposed to have a lot of energy, and I'm learning, kind of stumbling upon learning, like, for myself, why I think this genre is good. And it has a lot to do with what I ended up doing here with these kicks. So these were a bunch of kick samples, loops that were sent to me by Reba. And I was just playing around with them and started coming up with stuff that I thought sounded good. And I go, okay, if the genre has anything to do with this, I could get into this genre for a little while. So let me just play what I'm talking about and see if anyone else likes what I come up with so far. This is just the kicks. That's just the kicks. We got to add all the other stuff. That's what it is. So we had a bunch of kicks from Reba. We had this little drum snare feel from Subluxa. And we have this Insky sample, really nice bass. Then we have, that's an Untitled sample. I love when that comes in, because it comes in, it changes up the vibe of the track, and it just happens long enough to like kind of make you want more, which we're going to give them more. It's going to be a part of the song. It's like, it's all about this, I think. Or at least bring it back in a way that, so this is just the kick. Now I want to find a way to add other stuff to this. Like, maybe if I go over here to the new samples we just downloaded, like that one that said melody, 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 melody. Where's that at? Refresh. All right, let's add this in to the track project. What happens? What happens? I don't think this is at the right BPM, but it might be. Reba sent this over for the project, I think, so maybe it is. Let's see what happens. Not what I would want, necessarily. Maybe on the breakdown. I don't even know what key we're in anymore, but I like that. My new favorite thing right now. Doesn't even need to be EQ'd. Where's Reba? Reba might be asleep. Reba, come check this out. I want to know Reba approves. Because if I was making this, I'd be happy. What do we got? Reba sent over that other thing, but I don't think we're gonna use that. Reba sent over some other kicks. We definitely got that. So that's what I want to do. So Alpha J sent over some samples. I might see if I can somehow cut one of those up and cut it in here and fit that Alpha J sample in here. I know I have some other samples from a lot of the members. And Deity, I have samples from a Deity I'm gonna fit in here. You know who else? Xandit stopped by yesterday. I told Xandit we're gonna be putting Xandit samples in here. So today my goal is, here's my goal. Today my goal is try to fit samples in from Xandit packs into this project. I'm also going to fit in the samples that were just sent to us from Alpha J into this pack. And then we're going to dig deeper into some of the Deity samples too if we have time. That's my goal right now. Fox, I don't know if you sent anything for this project. And believe it or not, I got to use the restroom again. I drank too much water too fast. Remember a second ago when I said maybe if I drink a bunch of water, I won't have to worry about drinking water all the time? It was a bad idea. I like that lead. Now I want to get at the beginning here too. So. I don't know if I'm going to put that same lead there. Maybe we can do like the different variation of it. I can filter it off like with like a high pass, low pass. I can try to make that work. I'll just leave it there temporarily. I don't like it mixed with this. That might end up not even being in this track. Maybe I should bring No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the drum roll. Maybe we just need it at the very end here. Alright, what we can do. I'll filter it off, make it fit. Okay, we're gonna find some samples to kind of make some kind of lead and melody out of this stuff. Let's see what we can find. So we're gonna go over to. Ooh, nice. All right, so we want to bring that back. Not here, probably. But... yeah, we can bring it back there, but I got another idea. So, like, so we cut it off there. What if we stretch it back out? Cut it off there still. Bring it in right when this other stuff happens. I might be able to make that work by like filter it or something. I'll just leave it there to come back to. Sometimes I don't want to just erase it and decide right now. Like I don't want to go with it. I don't want to delete it. So I'll make up my mind later. I'll just jump somewhere else in the track. I still didn't use the restroom. Forgive me. I'm just gonna play this true one more time while I run. Use restroom, and I'll be right back. I'm back. Splitter core. Maybe it's splitter core. I wonder after we're done with this if I should take it and try to like share it to some splitter core communities. I try to picture where I'd find splittercore communities. It's like you walk into the club, but it's not in the normal spot of the club. You got to go downstairs in the back room, and you get to a door, and they don't let you in right away unless you say the password, which is like splittercore. It's as simple as that. But I just picture you have to get. It's a deeper group of people, music fans and enthusiasts of electronic music that like splittercore and speedcore and other genres like that. I like it. From what I've heard, demos sent to me, and what I've looked up, and then with what I'm working with here, I really like this very fast stuff. It gives you a different tool for creating sound design, because when you machine gun sample, chop up samples, and rapid fire samples in at 630 beats per minute, it creates its own little sound design kind of thing. You can do a lot with chopping up samples and stuff like that. You know, talking about like stuff like this and like this. You know, that's just the same sample, just chopped up and moved around like this. And even though that sounds like a really fast beat, if you listen to it closer, you start hearing a bit of a slower rhythm inside of the fast rhythm. Like here, like what? It's chicka 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 chicka. You know, chicka 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 sounds like a normal guitar riff. It's not that fast. It's just like subdivisions of what is making up this genre, you know. And then he says this is also going to be sped up afterwards, right? I'm not going to speed it up any faster. I'm working in 315 because I think FL Studio only goes up to 520, as we noticed. But I'm still working at 630, you know, by putting in samples that are at 630 beats per minute and not time stretching them down to 315. So no, this is the speed I'm going to leave it. But a DJ might speed it up. Oops. I didn't mean to close that chat. Haven't done that in a while, but I just did it again. Hey, we might have our YouTube chat back. All right, so yeah, I mean, of course, like if you were to be working in 315 beats per minute, but you just double up the kicks, you're basically at that point, when you double the speed of the kicks, you're basically working at 630, I guess. I don't know. To me, I have a hard time wrapping my head around it sometimes, because to me, I just, like I said, I feel the groove. Like if I was listening to this and jamming along with this, say I was a guitar player and I just joined a band and the drummer was playing, he's like, hey, just play with me, see if you got what it takes to join our band, and just start jamming. I wouldn't think that this was super fast. I would hear like it was a rapid beat, but I wouldn't think 630. I would think more like 315 or 157. And I would just be like, you know, to me, I still, in my mind, it's all halftime. It's halftime. It's something that makes sense to my mind. But technically, it's all just technically with this music here. When you go up the speeds like this, you know what I mean? It's just technical stuff, I think. More of like how many hits per beat is your kick drum and your snare drum or whatever happening is like, I mean. Yeah, and Daddy wonders what it would sound like if you sped it up or slowed it down. Yeah, for sure. Actually, I did too. I kind of want to, once we do render all these tracks out, to go ahead and drop them in like virtual DJ or some DJ software, and you know, just kind of try them in different speeds and pitches. All right, let's add some stuff. I'm gonna now dig into these samples finally. So, talking about these samples here that Alpha J sent me. We've got I was gonna go with these top two. Let's see which ones they were again. So this one says F. That one says F. Of course, we're going to stretch these, like I was saying. So let's first jump over here to blank side of this. Drop in. I think it's this one. And now I want to stretch it up to, so if that's F, I'm going to take it down 4, semitone. And turn it down. Alright, and I'm also going to stretch it, so let's go with make it fit. Alright, that should fit with our song. Let's go find out. And that might be in a major key, though. Okay, I'm just testing something before I actually officially drop this in. Like, in fact, let me go ahead and route it to here. Almost one, just immediately go. Oh, there's no side training happening right now. Alright, now I gotta listen to this one more time and see what I was doing and maybe see if I like it. I gotta like change perspectives. Like, what if I was hearing this for the first time? Hey, check out this track. You know what? I want to do it this one. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make unique S sample. Hopefully that doesn't mess it up. I want to. Okay, now I want to do a new kick pattern right here. Okay, let's take one of the new kicks that were sent to us today by Reba. I accidentally made the mistake of not putting them in their folders. I'm just taking them as they are right now, but it's okay. Well, I'll put them in the folder later. I promise not to lose these samples, everybody. All right, I'm gonna go. This template is not set up for this new splitter chord genre that we're experimenting with. Let me take another one of these channels here, like, just drop it in fresh. Insert. Okay, this is also key of F. Let's see if I want to pitch it down for go stretch. It's another kick Reba sent. It's that one we were listening to earlier. I'm going to stretch it down, kind of like we were doing earlier. That, and I'm going to pitch it down for, might be really low. Some deep sub, but we can clean it up. Let's go. Let's tighten it up. And let's give it a drag. Pop, 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 pop. Alright, what do I want to do here? Oh, it's because we're so fast, this doesn't even work. That's not really what I wanted to do out of that. I don't know where I was taking that, but that's what it is. Yeah, that's not what I want. Dude, you shift it. And you can probably finish it off with something like this. And then you can use like a filter or something to make it sound better. Oh wow, I totally zoned out. Forgot I was streaming for a second. Saw Untitled say something. Yeah. I'm gonna play some Magic Arena while listening to the stream in the background. Hey, sounds fun. I need to build up some decks and actually remember how to play that game. I was just recently playing Hearthstone. They added a new Mercenaries mode or something too. It's pretty fun. Sounds good, Untitled. Right. It's almost time for me to stop because I'm hungry, but let me listen to this again. Forgot about this stuff. Something like that. Bum, 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 bum. I want to play Magic the Gathering now. I'm playing Guild Wars lately. Okay, so I don't want. So this is nice. I like this little bop, 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 bop. I don't want it on the very first little spot because I really like. Want that to shine through and be the focus. I'm gonna make that work better. I'm gonna do some impact samples. We got some impact samples today. Did I ever make it back to Alp and J sample? Yeah, we did. We put one in there. That was this thing. Here. I need to filter that. That's gonna be the ending, like this. Gonna go. Gonna end something like that, because like after this craziness, you know, just fades off. But that's only 1:40 right there. I have a question about speed core tracks. Are they, since they're going so fast, are they normally shorter tracks? They don't need to be. You can still have a 4-minute long speed core. Got some work to do on this for sure. I want to bring this back. Is there another breakdown happening? I'm not. Okay. To do this, I need to put this here. Trying to get a better grip on that, but it was not working. That's could be a lot better. In fact, when I throw maybe like a growth speed on there or something. Bop, 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 bop. Go ahead and throw some gross piece effects. Find some random presets. Let me mute this thing. Too random. And I don't need to put it out that far. That's the one. That's the one. That could be something like the end, but I might want to try to fit a little bit more in here, like another breakdown thing. This is a short track. Phone's ringing. I forgot I had a meeting with someone, and I need to give me some dinner. So I think I'm gonna end this track collab for today. I'll be back on it tomorrow. All right, thanks for tuning in. Music Production Arena live stream today. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, 5 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern. If you're watching on BandLab, be sure to come over to the Twitch and YouTube side of things and follow us here. And it's an easier way to keep track of the chat messages there too. So thanks again, everyone that has followed the Twitch page and YouTube page. Continues to grow. continue to be happy to see that. And I will see y'all back in the Discord. Please join the Discord if you haven't already. And you can always message me on Discord, Guild 1000, to continue the conversation. All right, I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks again.